If you're seeing a Tinkercad refresh page error, don't panic. In most cases, this happens because of a sync mismatch, a session timeout, or a browser issue that is interrupting the connection between your design and Autodesk servers. In this video, I'll walk you through the safest way to troubleshoot it step by step so you can protect your work and get back into Tinkercad as quickly as possible. And before we begin, if this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software fixes and tutorials. First, before you refresh anything, protect your work. If Tinkercad is still open and you can see your design, take a quick screenshot of the workspace so you have a visual reference in case anything disappears after reloading. If you're working in circuits or code blocks, copy your code immediately and paste it into a separate Notepad, Google Docs, or Word file. That way, even if the browser crashes or the session breaks, your logic and code are safely backed up. And if the interface still gives you access to exporting, try exporting your design as an STL right away. That gives you a local copy and can save you from losing progress if the cloud sync is the part failing. Now let's move into the browser and session fixes. A refresh loop in Tinkercad is often caused by cookies, cached files, or a broken session token. The easiest way to test that is to clear your recent browsing data. On Windows, press Ctrl, Shift, and Delete. On Mac, press Command, Shift, and Delete. When the Clear Data window opens, choose a time range like last 24 hours, then clear cookies and cached images and files. You do not always need to wipe everything, and starting with recent data is often enough to remove the corrupted session information without affecting more than necessary. Next, check your browser settings and make sure hardware acceleration is turned on. Go to your browser settings, find the System section, and look for Use Hardware Acceleration when available. If this is turned off, Tinkercad's 3D tools may struggle, especially on larger projects, and that can trigger the refresh page problem. Turn it on if needed, then restart the browser so the change fully applies. Another great test is to open Tinkercad in an incognito or private window. On Windows, you can usually do this with Ctrl, Shift, and N. On Mac, use Command, Shift, and N in most browsers. If Tinkercad works normally in incognito mode, that strongly suggests one of your browser extensions is interfering with the site. Common culprits include ad blockers, privacy blockers, script blockers, or VPN-related extensions. In that case, disable extensions one by one and reload Tinkercad until you find the one causing the conflict. Now let's check your network. VPNs can sometimes interrupt the WebSockets and live syncing that Tinkercad depends on, so if you're using one, turn it off temporarily and test again. Also, if your connection has been unstable, try flushing your DNS. On Windows, open Command Prompt, type ipconfig/flush DNS, and press Enter. This clears your computer's stored internet path information and can help restore a cleaner connection to Autodesk services. If the error is still happening, the problem may be the design itself. Very large or complex projects can be too heavy for the browser, especially if there are too many shapes, too much geometry, or too many simulation elements and circuits. Try grouping objects where possible by selecting multiple shapes and pressing Ctrl and G. This can make the project easier for the browser to handle. If you're in the code editor, check for infinite or overly aggressive loops. For example, every loop or while function should include a short delay, like delay 10, so the simulation doesn't overload the tab and force a refresh. And finally, if nothing else seems to work, check whether Autodesk is having a service issue. Go to health.autodesk.com and look for Tinkercad cloud or dashboard outages, maintenance notices, or service interruptions. Sometimes the issue is not on your device at all, and waiting for the service to recover is the only real fix. So to recap, if you get a Tinkercad refresh page error, start by protecting your work, then clear recent browser data, test hardware acceleration, try incognito mode, disable VPNs or extensions, flush your DNS, simplify your project, and check Autodesk service status. Following those steps in order gives you the best chance of fixing the issue without losing your design. If this video helped, please give it a like, subscribe for more troubleshooting guides, and comment below if you want more Tinkercad tips and fixes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.